our way through Pokemon Moon, right?
And sun, what's the sun? What's the moon?
Historically, Pokemon games have come in pairs.
Is this just to make people buy more Pokemon games?
This is just to make people buy more Pokemon games.
Okay.
This is old.
Has it been every single one?
Every single one. I'm going to put my feet up here. Every single Pokemon game has come in a pair. Pokemon Red Blue was the first one. Pokemon Silver Gold. And each of the games have slightly different Pokemon. It's the exact same story. They just have slightly different Pokemon in them. And so if you truly want to catch them all in every generation, you either need to buy both games and get them separately, or trade. Like, it also encourages trading with friends. Okay. So that's there's something.
Do they all have one that the other one doesn't have?
Yes.
Okay.
Several. They all have several that the other one. Yes.
All those bastards.
Like, there's the main one that they don't have, but then there's several other ones. I was thinking about playing this game for the stream, and someone said, the first little bit of the game is actually like really hand-holdy and really boring, and maybe you shouldn't want to. And I was like, I want you to experience that with me, chat. Welcome, everyone. Rich needs to pick the starter. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. Let's just begin game here. We got to pick our starter. Our settings have been saved. Great. Oh, crap. I forgot one thing.
What bet did Rich lose? Rich is a nice man who's letting his friend play his game.
Oh, and I forgot to do one thing. I was so on top of things here, Rich. And I forgot to do one thing, and now you guys have to listen to that beeping.
What did you forget to do?
I forgot to change the...
Can you just hit the camera button real quick so it stops the blooping?
Hold on.
Oh, no, I guess we're not doing... Okay. Jack, your mic's too loud.
My mic is too... Oh. Give me a moment, and I will fix that. There.
Let's do the Z-move dance. What is the Z-move dance?
Here, I will fix my mic being too loud by moving it further away from my face.
Fine.
How about that? How's this now? Now that my microphone is not directly in my face. Okay. Oh.
Anonymous says, it's official. Betsy DeVos, or DeVos, I don't know. A creationist will be in charge of education in 8 weeks.
Yay! Can you hand me the TV remote?
Whatever.
Yay!
And it'll be different in 4 or 8 years. Whatever. I know everyone expects me to be butthurt about the election. I'm going to address this a little bit now. Just a little bit. Because it comes up a lot.
Oh,
haven't they talked about the election? Why haven't they talked about the election? They've said they're avoiding talking about the election. We're not political pundits.
No,
we kind of talked about politics just for a little bit because the election was kind of a big deal.
Yeah.
That was going on. It was news and just kept coming up. So, what do we just hide it?
Right.
And now it's over. Now, I don't know, video games and shit. Movies.
Back to
Star Wars, AIDS, 9/11.
All the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
Yeah. And we expect Jack to be butthurt, and he very much is. I'm upset with the outcome of the election.
I'm not one of those guys who's like running out in the street and protesting. I wasn't a fan of Hillary either, and okay, here we are.
Wait, Rich.
This is the turd we selected. We had 2.
Rich made his decision. He Please fix your audio clipping. Is it Rich now? Whose audio is clipping? Rich made a decision that he would be fine with either Trump or Hillary over him not having a great choice. Because you didn't vote at all, was your thing. And so for you were okay with either of them. Either of them was better than having to choose either of them.
What the fuck are you saying?
Am I not putting this correctly?
It's more like I just chose neither.
Right.
I couldn't get behind either. It's like,
Right. So you were okay with either of them, over the choice of either of them. Does that maybe that doesn't make sense?
I guess.
So, and I think some people, I think what they were expecting from me asking if you were butthurt, if you had assumed that Hillary would win and so you just didn't vote.
No.
Right. No, my brain isn't melted. I'm upset, obviously. I did not want Trump to win.
I stopped underestimating Trump after he won the nomination from the Republican Party.
Uh-huh. Oh, my. Look at all these characters we can be. None of them is an old, bald man.
Yes, we need that Gremlins wall.
The Gremlins wall?
It's from the commentary track for... I don't remember what the fuck movie it was anymore. Gremlins 2, of course. Duh.
I guess...
Do you remember Gremlins 2?
Most of it, I guess.
You remember Clamp? The guy who owned the building, who was like a Trump parody in Gremlins 2?
Oh, I guess I don't remember it specifically, no.
Yeah, we're on the Gremlins 2 commentary track. We're talking about just ideas for Gremlins 3, and Clamp should come back as president.
Nice. I guess I'll be this guy. Sure. Should we pick a funny name? Or should we pick a normal name?
Chat name.
A chat name?
Yeah. Oh, do we have did you put the Twatcher up?
Yeah, Twatcher's up.
We gotta. I got things. I can't see what I'm doing because I got old man eyes. Chat lottery. Who are we going? Subscribers all?
Moderators and subscribers, sure.
Mods and subs?
Yeah, why not? RAUTIS.
Read it out loud so they know who won.
RAUTIS.
RAUTIS. Whoever you are in the chat, we're naming that. What are we naming?
Our main character.
Our main character. You are the main character.
We're naming our main character.
Of Pokemon Sun and or Moon.
And as Raudis is saying here, that's like the thing that's, extra upsetting is it came out today, the official count, Hillary won the popular vote by 2 million.
Huh?
2 million more people voted for Hillary than for Trump. And he still won.
How many total voters?
Huh?
How many total voters?
Oh, way under what it was last few years. But...
way under. So my prediction on the low turnout was right.
Yeah. If you predicted, I don't remember if you...
A lot of people didn't like either person. A lot of people didn't vote because of that.
Right. Wait, did I spell it wrong? RAUSTIS. No. Sorry. Roustis. RAUSTIS. Is that how you spell it? RAUSTIS. There we go.
Hillary was not equally bad. I'm no longer picking the most mild criminal.
And see, and we can disagree on that. I don't think Hillary was bad.
Blame if you're upset with it. If you're upset with the outcome, blame the Democratic Party. Blame the Democratic Party.
I think there's a lot of blame to go
If you can't run a candidate who can beat someone who looked as just clueless as Donald Trump did during those debates.
Yeah.
Utterly clueless.
I think there's more to it than that.
I think it's on your shoulders at that point. No, they didn't. They read the public completely wrong. They ran a standard candidate, this lying, cheating, this politician. They're doing all the things that politicians always do in a year when that was not going to get you in office.
Oh, and by the way,
they were fucking idiots for not running Bernie Sanders. Fucking idiots.
Here's the thing. I do think that was a part of it. Absolutely. That wasn't all of it, though. You can't blame that totally and completely.
Mm-hmm.
There were massive gerrymandering efforts to redistrict places to favor Republicans. There were new voter ID laws in typically Democratic states that meant people were turned away from the voting place.
That didn't do it.
I,
That didn't do it.
I'm saying it's all of the above. It's a little bit of everything. Hillary, by the way, messed up. She was not a good candidate. And I agree with you, but I think there's more to it than that. Hillary did not has not been in Wisconsin since the general election. Mm-hmm. The last time she was here was during the primary.
Because she was doing all the things that the politicians normally do.
Exactly.
This is how you do it. This is what you do. This is the formula. This is the recipe, and it wasn't working this year.
Absolutely. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I think there's more.
Yeah.
I think the media had a big problem. I think the media had a big problem. This whole email thing was blown way out of proportion. And they treated Trump unfairly cool, you know? I feel like there were so many things that Trump did that would have disqualified any other candidate any other year, but because he was the only other candidate, they feel like they had to give equal time to both. And he said and did way more outrageous things than these stupid damn emails.
Hillary was not that bad a candidate. Somewhere on the interwebs, and I saw this, and it was very eye-opening. It's like a video that is a solid hour long. That's a compilation of Hillary saying one thing,
yeah,
and then right next to a clip of her saying the exact opposite thing. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It goes on for an hour.
I'm being outrageous right now. Jack just played Pokemon.
That is because it's come up a lot in the YouTube comments.
Absolutely.
Okay, what are they talking about the election? There it is. I'm done with it now. Unless you want to add more.
I mean, obviously, you guys know I wanted Hillary to win over Trump, so I'm a little upset about it. Not much we can do now. Mm. I fear. Here's what I really fear. Is I don't think this is going to affect me at all. You know, the next 4 years will do nothing for me. I worry about the people around me. I worry about my friends who, maybe are in a same-sex relationship, who are maybe, people of color, right? Like, I worry about them.
Are you actually worried that they're going to pass a, shoot blacks on sight law?
Absolutely not. I am worried that some things that my friends are worried about. There are a lot of parents at my kids' school who are same-sex couples.
Yeah.
And they are worried about more restrictive laws dealing with their marriage and their adopted kids, which, by the way, Pence wants.
No way he's going to be able to get it through, though.
Yeah, and we've said no way to a lot of things that have happened.
That's true.
I'm worried about Trump on the environment. I'm worried about him deregulating a lot of industry. I'm worried about a lot of bad shit he's going to do. I think we can make it through it. I know I can, but I'm worried about the people around me.
At this point, you would need a new amendment to get rid of same-sex marriage.
And
Trump has said he isn't overturning it.
Trump has said that, right.
Whether or not he sticks to that, I don't know.
Republicans have the House, they have the Senate, they have the White House, and soon they're going to...
Have you seen the margin they have it by?
It's not very big.
It's gonna be a lot of gridlock on things.
I thought we fixed the microphones already. What is now? What is now? What is next? Hold on. I thought we fixed the microphones already.
No way to get it through with both Republican houses? It's not... if you want to do serious damage, you need 2/3.
There. That should help. That should help the microphone situation.
And for gay marriage, it's not like you would actually need all of the states to ratify a new amendment to outlaw it. It's not going to happen.
Oh, it's what are next. You're right. Mics are fine. Hey, too bad. We fixed it. That's all that matters. In any case, I don't know. I'm a little worried. I'm sure it'll be fine. Or not. I don't know. Bernie should have went. No, if Bernie went third party, it would have been disastrous. Bernie went Democrat thinking he had a chance, and he did have a chance. Bottom line is Hillary and the DNC gave Trump the White House. No, I don't think that's true. Like I said, I think that's part of it. I think Rich is absolutely right that Hillary was a weak candidate. She was. If you talk to anyone, heck, talk to most people who even supported Hillary, and they'll say, Hillary wasn't my favorite. It's usually the first thing in their mouth. Oh, there was a lot I didn't like about Hillary is the first thing out of their mouth. Then they go into all the reasons why she should have won, which I'm okay with.
I am not an economist. I cannot talk about how feasible some of the things Bernie Sanders may or may not have wanted to do are.
Yeah.
I can tell you this about Bernie Sanders.
Yeah.
He actually seemed sincere.
He did. That's true.
Which kind of mind-blowing for me. Like I said, I'm not speaking on how feasible his ideas for free education and all this were. I'm not sure, if that could work.
Right.
I'm just saying, he seemed like a man who actually gave a shit.
Absolutely.
He would have fired up people. It would have been an extremely high voter turnout.
I think so. I think you're right.
It would have been a very different election.
Yeah, I think he energized people in a way that Clinton did not. Whoa, okay. All right. Walking around. But I don't think it's just...
Bernie did not set off any of my bullshit detectors.
But I don't think it's just Hillary.
Okay.
I think it's all a pool. I think it's all a dirty pool together. Wait. Pumped about that. Yeah, I'm pumped about meeting Alohan Pokemon. Great. Great, let's meet some Alohan Pokemon. Bernie said he may run again in 2020. Yeah, and he might. He might. He'll be old, but he'll be a lot. How did Trump win when Wisconsin is full of SJW cucks like RLM? That's the real question.
You have a whole generation of people right now who did not grow up during the Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
Socialism won't be a bad word forever.
Right. Thanks, Prereq, for letting the chat blow off a little steam. It's politics is a thing that happened, and like Rich said, we're not political analysts. We just tell you how we feels.
I don't like banning people for talking about things that we occasionally talk about.
Absolutely.
Shit I bring up.
Yep.
As long as you're being civil about it.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm not happy with a bunch of Trump's supposed picks for cabinet. Not looking the greatest. Not looking the greatest for liberally minded folk. And it's also not looking great for a lot of people who voted for Trump voted for him for old school Republican reasons. Like, hey, he says he's going to bring jobs back to America and hey, lower taxes. And it looks like he's going to lower taxes on rich folks and not do anything to bring jobs back to America. Because the jobs that we need aren't ever coming back. Low education menial labor is not coming back. Getting that job at the plant right out of high school, it's just not happening anymore. I haven't been paying attention to any of this.
Hypothetically speaking. What if you gave corporations massive tax breaks as long as 90% of their workforce was employed in the USA, in the continental United States?
I don't think that would offset how cheap they can get the same stuff overseas.
Yep.
Remember, the reason why we get stuff from overseas is because they make it for literal slave labor. With literal slave labor. Like the people who work at Foxconn are making pennies. They live where they work, right? Mm-hmm. The people who make T-shirts in Mexico's are in sweatshops. They're making Nike shoes in sweatshops in India, right? So the tax breaks that you'd have to give the corporations would have to be enough to offset American laborers at American labor costs. And what's the minimum wage right now? It's $8 or whatever. So per hour, $8
It's less
an
than
hour.
that. I think it's still seven
Is
something.
it 7 something? I don't know.
$7.50?
Right. So it would have to be, you'd have to offset their taxes enough to pay for American labor, and that's just not going to happen. There's no amount of taxes that's going to happen. And most plants in America's, are robots because it's faster and more efficient, right? It's robots. We like the robots. And so the jobs that Rust Belters want to come back are just never, ever coming back.
So there is no solution.
What do you mean? To bringing jobs back?
Yeah.
No, well, the solution is
The middle class is just going to continue to die, and there's nothing we can do.
there's very real solutions. There is one better free education, so people can get a college education and get the job taking care of the robots. A more
How many people do you need for that job? There's 300 million people in this country.
Exactly, but that's
The whole point of having robots is you don't need to employ that many people.
Hey, Rich.
Even once you factor in the caretaker.
Hey, Rich.
Yeah.
I wasn't done.
Oh, wow. Wow. Go on.
I'm just saying,
Go on.
You poke up, so that's part of the solution.
Okay.
Right? Better education for people. The other part is a more socialistic economy, and that's talking about something like a guaranteed wage for everyone. That way, capitalism can still exist. Wait, what did I need to get? Shit, I wasn't paying attention. Wait, what did I? Oh shit! Wait, I wasn't paying attention again. Okay, ready. Your bag and hat and things are still in the boxes in your. Oh, I already opened the box in my room. God damn it. So it's multi-tiered, is all I'm saying. You either have to ask consumers to pay more for shit so they can afford American labor, which they're not going to do. Consumers have already spoken.
I am not an economist. I honestly don't have any kind of proposed solution for these problems. So
This is so entertaining, not being sarcastic, talking about politics while playing a child's game. No, and I think Rich and I have talked about like basic income before, and even that, like, who knows how that's going to work? But if you want people to still buy shit, they need money.
all right, let's get caught up on some of these tips while we were talking about politics. Len Flazinski says,
Yes.
Rich, you were wrong with your Spielberg Yankees cap observation in the Gremlins commentary track.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait, did you guys just put out a new commentary track?
I don't know when it went up, but I apparently did. People have seen it.
Oh, okay, great.
The character of Short Round from Temple of Doom wore a New York baseball Giants cap circa 1928. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you did it.
Oh, fuck.
You did it.
Well, god damn it.
Yep.
TC Brady 133 says, "Hey guys,
Hi.
watched your Gremlin commentary,
Oh, okay.
and it made me love Gremlins again."
Who doesn't love Gremlins?
I don't know. So we made them love it again. So they didn't for a little while.
Oh, well, there you go.
Do you hear what I... Well, let me do there. Do you hear what I hear? AIDS!
Well, there you go.
Evil Lord David says, "Hey, Jack.
Hi.
David here.
Hi, David. David, by the way, I need to say I love that you say David here.
Thrilled you're playing Pokemon Moon. There are good and bad things about it, but overall, I think it's much better than X/Y.
Oh, well, good. I haven't been enjoying X/Y.
I'd be honored if Rich named my newest Pokemon for me."
Rich needs a name for a Pokemon.
AIDS!
How many eyes?
Well, there's 5 A's.
Uh-huh.
There's... Well, how many spaces do you have in the Pokemon?
You don't get that much. You gotta.
Okay.
It's got to be relatively.
3 A's, 4 I's, 2 D's, and an S.
Perfect. Perfect. AIDS mans. Something Richard and I were talking about earlier to get off of politics.
If you don't want to call him AIDS, then you can go with Aiden.
Aiden?
Aiden.
Aidsen?
Aidsen? You call him Aidsen.
To get off of politics, something Rich and I were talking about earlier, during Rich's solo-ish stream, it was a you and Karen stream, not a solo stream. It was a you and Karen stream. You were playing a little bit of one of my favorite games of all time, The Binding of Isaac.
Yes.
And I was stuck at home. I was stuck at home doing something dumb like watching my kids. And I was watching the stream, and I was there in chatting with people, and you were playing, for one of your first times ever playing, my favorite game, a game I know inside and out.
Yeah.
And I need to tell you, Rich.
Uh-huh.
I got a little insight into what it's like being on the other side. When we play stuff like Fallout New Vegas, and people are just or Dark Souls, and people are yelling at us through the chat that we're doing it wrong. It's really tough. It was really tough watching you play that. I just need to let you know that.
So critique me. What happened? How did I do? What did I fuck up on?
Here's what I love is you after a few deaths, you were kind of understanding.
Yeah.
Like you were understanding the power-ups. One of the things that was bothering the crap out of me was you weren't going in the rooms with the power-ups in them. You had keys, yet you weren't going through the golden doors to get the power-ups. Because on every level, there's a new power-up. And I was just like, Rich, get the fucking power up! And I was yelling in chat. I even texted you, because I know your phone number. I texted you, go in the fucking golden door. Oh, it was great. But then I also have to remember that part of the fun of a game like The Binding of Isaac is discovering all that stuff. Is discovering through failure. And so I pulled back a little bit. But it was really tough being on the other side. But I think you did good. Like at what your last run, you made it 4 levels? Oh no, wait, you got to Mom.
I beat Mom.
That's right. Right.
How odd is that for my fourth run of the game?
That's pretty good.
Yeah?
I'm going to say that's pretty good. I think it took me a little bit longer to beat.
Because I know there's a lot more that comes after that and tougher shit. But.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and you need to beat Mom I want to say oh no, because you already unlocked Mom's heart. So yeah, next time you go through, and then there's 2 more levels after Mom and another big end boss. Yeah. And then once you beat that several times, there's even more end bosses. Okay. So it's it gets harder and harder, but there's so much talking bullshit.
It's so weird to see this in 3D.
Does
that work?
It doesn't work as well as the 2D top-down.
Yeah.
Like the older games, you have a better sense of your area and your space. And here, the camera's so fucking close to you. It's hard just to know where to go.
Ryan from Michigan says, wait. Oh, well, I'm reading the wrong comment, but I'll read his anyway. Says, spent 10 minutes dying a few times and just pwned it for the rest of the stream. Oh, for me? Yeah, that's kind of what happened. Where's what I was going to
And I could tell that you were really enjoying it.
Drac Trigger Joy says, Rich is a little bit country, and Jack's a little bit rock and roll.
Absolutely.
I think it's the other way around.
You're a little bit rock and roll, and
I'm a little bit rock and roll. You're a little bit country.
I think I'm a little more vanilla than you, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
I think so. We're just different.
I'm a little harsher.
Yeah.
You're a dad. And that softened you. Potentially. I didn't really know you before you were a dad.
That's true. You didn't know me before I was a dad.
No.
That's really weird, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
For me. Well, a lot of my friends have known me for a while. Mike and Jay knew me before. Well, no, I guess Mike and Jay knew me when I was a dad, too. Oh, yeah. Well, there you go. There you go. I have friends that I still hang out with that I've known since grade school. So.
We're both Osmonds. When was the last time you heard Donny Osmond say AIDS? 9/11. The students themselves were responsible for Columbine. Sir Donny Osmond say that shit.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Jack has always been a dad. I have always been a dad, by the way. Even before I was a dad, I was a dad. I was always the one I have a very strong paternal instinct, even before I was a father. 9/11 was an inside AIDS. Oh my god. Oh god. So much talking. I fucking hate this. Give me my fucking Pokemon already.
Are you interested in listening to a podcast with some new updates about the Toynbee tiles? Says Mr. Scheißmel. Yeah. Yes, I am. Don't link it in the chat because it'll just get lost. Send us a message. I actually am legit interested in that. If there's new information.
Oh man, that Toynbee tile documentary was so neat.
Most people, a lot of people don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Toynbee tiles are some weird ass graffiti that have showed up in various cities around the world, but mostly in the continental United States. Philadelphia, I think.
Philadelphia, yeah. They've
appeared in Chicago, New York, a lot of freaking places, and it's literally tiles with this strange ass message embedded into the concrete on the street or sidewalk.
What was the message? It was
they all some of them say different things, but they all start with what is it? Toynbee idea. Resurrect dead on planet Jupiter.
2001.
Like with cut out in vinyl tiles and cemented into the ground.
Yes.
And there was a documentary about these because nobody had any idea who the fuck is making them. Mm-hmm. And they've been appearing for like decades.
And so it was a group of people who just met on the internet and in other places have been searching for the originator of these tiles.
Yeah.
And it's a free documentary. You can watch it on Vimeo right now for free. And it is beautiful. It's really well made. Really well made documentary. And it's called
Resurrect Dead.
Resurrect Dead, the Toynbee tile story or something. Yeah. Definitely worth a watch. Really fun. I think I'm going to try to get the $99 Black Friday 3DS. Is that stupid with the Switch coming out soon? Look at the games. Look at the games, man. If there's enough games on the 3DS, I mean, 3DS is gonna be around at least for another year. If there's enough games for it, then fucking do it, man. I'll be quite honest with you. Since I've had the 3DS, it's making me love my Vita more.
Well, that's a glowing recommendation right there.
I describe Jack's style as lesbian dad. Yes, sure. I think there are more games I enjoy on the Vita than are on the 3DS. Because the Pokemon Y has not been doing it for me. There's only so much Smash Brothers I can play on the 3DS before my hand cramps. And the Mario games, I can play on my Wii U. I don't need them. So. I agree, Jack. I got the 3DS and had a PS TV. Then I got a Vita. I think there's better games on the Vita.
Wow.
I think there are.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
This stuff's just wow.
Huh?
That's interesting.
Interesting. No, and you know what? Link Between Worlds is fun. I don't know if that's a deal breaker. I think there's more. Just thinking about what's on the Vita, on my personal Vita right now. I mean, it's a lot of games that are on PC, but I can also play on my Vita. Like Risk of Rain, I can play anytime. Binding of Isaac, which is also on the 3DS, but a really broken-ass version is on the 3DS. So Risk of Rain, Binding of Isaac, Nuclear Throne, the Swapper, Spelunky, Crypt of the Necro Dancer is on my Vita. Trying to think of other games that are on my Vita. And a few other games that are on my Vita that... what was that? What's that? Remember the weird falling down the pit game?
Downwell.
Downwell is on my Vita.
Downwell's good.
Downwell's good. Downwell's a great pick-up-and-play game.
Are we looking forward to the Switch? Oh yeah, I'm looking really forward to dealing with that gimmick so I can play the 2 games that come out for it that I'm actually going to care about.
You know, Nintendo has to sort out this whole third-party support situation. They really do. They really need to sort that out.
I'm probably going to have to get one at some point because the new Mario's going to look fun.
Yep. No.
Maybe a Zelda will come out on it someday. Or maybe it'll just be delayed to the next time they try to do a new system. Because it didn't sell as much as they thought it would again.
Right. DS has Mario, 3 Zelda games, 3 Pokemon games, Xenoblade Chronicles, etc. It's just too easy to choose the DS. Yeah, no, DS has some fine games. Fine games, and the DS has a slew of NES titles, SNES titles that you can play on the DS. So it's like there are good reasons to get a 3DS. Personally, I still play my Vita more.
And I understand that might be different from some of you, but I'm not fond of Smash Brothers. I don't give a shit about Mario Kart.
Right.
Pikmin can, I don't know, pick my nose.
Pikmin's a real-time strategy game, so you probably won't like it.
Yeah. Metroid, whatever.
Oh, I love Metroid. I love Metroid.
If I'm gonna play a first-person shooter, I like the mouse.
Right.
I like the mouse.
That's important. No, and I dig the gimmick. That's the one thing that I both love and hate about my Vita is there are a ton of games that have like Vita and PS4 support, right? Mm-hmm. So theoretically, you could start playing on your Vita, save the game, and then pick up the same game on your PS4.
Yeah.
And I love that idea. It doesn't always work. There's a lot of like janky cloud save bullshit in between the two. And so having it as just one unit means that it will work all the time. And so I'm really excited about that because I am a handheld gamer. Which means I can play on my TV. I can play Mario on my TV, pause it, pick up my Switch, go to the bathroom, continue playing Mario whilst pooping, save it, go back to my TV once I'm done an hour later. After my knees have fallen off.
What about Super Metroid? Yeah, Super Metroid was great because that's not a first-person shooter. I need to play with a gamepad.
Right.
I had nothing against the 2D Metroids, but I don't think there's a fancy 2D Metroid getting ready to come out on the Switch.
Oh, I can't imagine.
And even if there was, honestly, I'm not like a Metroid mega fan. It wouldn't be like, oh god, I need it. It's like, oh, that could be neat.
Oh my god, we're falling!
So somebody in the chat mentioned the Steam Link. Do we have a Steam Link? I gotta be honest, I don't even know what it does for sure. What does the Steam Link do?
A Steam Link is a way to play Steam games like on your TV.
I have that already. It's called an HDMI cable.
For some people who have their computer in a different room than their main living room, so you have your computer like in your office, right?
Yeah.
And you put a Steam Link in your living room hooked up to your TV, and it beams the signal, the video signal, to the link.
Okay.
I've heard it can get a little
I mean, my computer is in the living room, and the cord goes right to the TV.
Right.
Got one on my computer monitor and another one to the TV.
Yep. For some people who don't do that, the Steam Link, I've heard good things and bad things, but you know. I've heard there can be delays if your internet connection isn't good enough, and that's unacceptable.
It's great in the bedroom. Why would I be playing games in the bedroom?
Your bedroom is for two things, people. This is super important. Your bedroom is for sleeping and maritals. Okay, that's it.
I could see it if I had like kids that I wanted to get away from, but I don't.
No, then you definitely don't want it in your living room because then the kids will watch. No,
I've got Karen, but she doesn't give a shit if I'm playing a game. She'll just be there,
right,
doing stuff on her tablet or something.
You should not have a TV in your bedroom. It makes sleeping harder.
Nah.
It's true.
Some people, Karen, yes. She doesn't like any kind of, she likes to sleep in pitch, quiet blackness.
Absolutely.
I don't.
Yes.
I will go to sleep watching TV. It's
really?
fine. Yeah. Always.
It's crazy.
Unless I'm sleeping with Karen, which is most times now. But I mean,
Right. I don't know what's happening in the game, guys. I'm so sorry.
like if she's out of town visiting her mother,
Yeah.
I'm sleeping in the living room watching the TV.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Very weird. To me, that's very strange to me.
I need some kind of noise or something when I go to bed. Otherwise, it feels like I'm in a goddamn coffin.
Maybe that's why I like it. I can think about death.
That's what happens. It's horrible.
That's when you get your best ideas.
That's when all of the problems in the world and my life and death, it all comes to haunt me when I'm in a quiet, dark room.
Exactly.
I can't. It's horrible.
That's when you deal with your demons,
fucking
Rich.
nightmare.
You got to deal with your demons. It's the perfect time to do it. Ooh, I obtained a sparkling stone. Nice.
Problem when you think too much is you need ways to distract yourself from thinking too much.
And that's where booze comes in.
You just lose your mind.
That's the hardest. I think I mentioned this before. I'm taking November off of drinking. And that's the hardest part, like the first couple of weeks, is, you usually have a beer or two before you go to bed. And like going to bed stone sober, you're just like, your brain starts buzzing. Yeah, I've been playing a little bit of the 3 versus 3 Overwatch. It's different. It's nice.
That seems like it would be nice. It seems like it would be less of a clusterfuck.
It is, but it's more tense because it's also permadeath.
Ooh.
You get 1 round, and if you die, you're out for the rest of the round.
Yeah.
And so it is stressful, but it's fun. It's really interesting. We get a new map for 3 versus 3. So just smoke weed, Jack. No, it's worse on weed. I think I've talked about this before. I was hugely paranoid on weed. Weed is no good.
All right. Gobbledygook says, "Hey guys,
Gobbledygooks.
weird political question related to Pokemon.
All right, now I'm into it.
Should games made in foreign countries have a 45% tariff on them? And if so, would you pay over $100 for a Pokemon game?" They would, you know what? If they cost that much, maybe they would set up a manufacturing plant in the United States to crank the game out.
That would be interesting. I know, isn't that a thing in Australia? Isn't that why games in Australia are ridiculously expensive?
I'm not sure if that's why. I know they're ridiculously expensive.
Yeah. Oh, hello. Hello, white hat lady. Why are they playing a children's game? This is the hot new game, man. It's Pokemon's.
We aren't playing anything. Jack is playing.
I'm playing it. I have my 3DS here.
I don't even know what the fuck is going on.
You know what? I don't know what the fuck is going on either. And I am playing this on the 3DS. You don't see me looking at the 3DS because the capture card goes right to the computer, and it's lagless capture. And so I can just watch it on TV, which is actually really nice. Just playing it on the TV. So I can just watch it right on the TV, which is why you see me looking at the TV. But I do have my 3DS here in front of me.
And Shai, you can send that link anyway. I find the Toy and Beat tiles interesting.
Yeah.
Even if it's not completely new information as compared to what was in the documentary. It's fine. It's fine.
When does the game start? That's a great question. At this point, in almost any other Pokemon game, I would already be going through the bushes with my starter Pokemon.
Do you have a Pokemon even?
I don't even have a Pokemon yet. How long have we been playing? Obviously, we're taking some breaks to like talk about shit, but like I have not been playing at all, and this fucking sucks.
When did it start?
Huh?
When did games stop being games?
Right?
When was the game part of the game such a low priority? Thank you, Uncharted.
That's the real question, is like, why do people want to play a Pokemon game? Well, I want to play with fucking Pokemon. I don't care about this lady with the white hat. I don't care that I'm on an island. I don't care about sexy shirtless professor. I want a fucking Pokemon, and I want to fight other Pokemons. Gosh darn it. I want to capture innocent, cute animals and force them to fight each other. Yes, Jack Hoffa. That's exactly what I want to do. And this is so fucking sucks.
Aimless Corsair says, "I think one lesson I've taken from the U.S. election and Brexit
Yep.
is that people on both sides of the political spectrum need to learn to listen to each other's concerns without resorting to hostility.
Yes and no.
Seems fair to me.
People are passionate, man.
If you talk about politics and the second thing out of your mouth is "you're an idiot, you're stupid, you're horrible,"
Well, sure,
you're
yeah.
going to accomplish nothing.
I'm just saying, like, you can't expect no hostility. Passionate subject. Oh, fucking finally, I get to choose my goddamn Pokemon. Okay, Rich.
No, take the seal.
We got Bowtie Owl. We got Kitty Cat.
Jiminy Prick Bastard says Ludwig von Miss a fraud. And we've known this since the 40s. Let's take the fucking seal. Let's do it.
You want the seal?
I don't give a shit. Take the seal.
Dumbass seal.
You asked me which one I wanted. I said take the seal.
All right, we'll take the dumb seal. Popiplo. Fucking look at that dumbass seal. All right.
Shouldn't have given me the goddamn decision.
All right, great.
It's just like the election. My vote is fuck you.
All right, I'll take the water type. You'll choose the water type Pokemon, Popiplo? Yes. You choose Popiplo. Great. Great, we got a fucking pup. We got the seal.
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Because I kind of know the answer.
Oh.
Old Handsaw says, "Hi guys! I just rewatched Best of the Worst, the Star Wars Holiday Special episode.
Oh, great. That's a good one.
Jack,
Yes.
who did you have to kill to get that awesome Die Hard sweatshirt? LOL, gobble my giblets."
That is a question
giblets.
I get often, is where did you get that awesome I have a gun now, ho, ho, ho sweatshirt? Rich, would you like to tell the story of that sweatshirt?
You tell the story. I don't know the full story. I know...
Oh, I thought you were in charge. Well, so everyone had a fun Christmas sweater, right?
Yeah.
But no, you guys all had like traditional Christmas gear.
I mean, I didn't even know at the time.
Yeah.
Like, as we filmed it, I thought it was official.
Oh, sure. Well, and so apparently, as an ode to the greatest Christmas movie, Die Hard, Jay wanted a "Now I Have a Gun, ho ho ho" sweatshirt from Die Hard. So he looked online for a sweatshirt with that, so he could just buy it and get it with all the other Christmas sweatshirts. But the only ones they had online actually like had Die Hard written on them.
Like, fucking ruined. Fucking ruined.
And they looked awful. And so what Jay did is bought a gray sweatshirt and painted it on himself. So I got that sweatshirt from Jay.
And it looks so good. I thought it was official. I thought it was official product.
Yes. It looks way better than any official product for that sweatshirt. And yeah, Jay made it. That's where I got it.
He did a great job.
Great job, yep.
Why would you make that shirt and print Die Hard under the ho ho ho?
You put maybe a little Die Hard, like no, it's dumb. Oh, I should name it Eloise Cole. Yes, you're right. This will be my Pokemon Eloise Cole. Bark, bark. Fucking, he accepted me. I don't care if he accepted me. He's my slave now. He has to accept me. That's how fucking Pokemon works. I put the Pokemon in the ball and then it's my slave. Am I spelling this right? Eloise. Is that correct?
Evil Kumquat says,
Eloise Cole. Yes. Okay. Great.
"Does the knife stuck in the wall next to the front door on the Plinkett set go all the way through? If it does, do you have to avoid hitting it as you go past behind the set? Or is the tip cut off?" No, Mike just threw the wall and we left it there. That's the story of the knife.
Is it going so far through that you hurt? It's not often.
I'm sure it's going through the styrofoam.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like a half-inch thick styrofoam wall there.
Yeah. Did I spell it wrong?
I don't think it's sticking out further than like the 2-inch plywood frame.
Yeah.
But still, I suppose you could cut your. I don't know. We don't. It's not like we're always running behind that wall.
You know, and I'm just trying to think of what's behind. Like, what's behind that wall is just another wall. So it's like, there's no reason to actually go back there. What did I? Oh, did I mess up the name? I don't care.
Have I ever been injured on the RLM set? Has anyone? I have. One of the early half in the bags.
Uh-huh.
I think it was the episode where the bricks were being thrown through the window.
Okay.
Mr. Plinkett walks in holding like a ceramic tray. And then they throw the brick and it hits the tray and smashes the tray. That cut up my finger really fucking good.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And it would not stop bleeding. And, like, I did what you're supposed to do when you have a cut that won't stop bleeding. I was applying pressure and I was holding it over my head because that's what you're supposed to do. And, like, just holding it over my head, my hand like that, while I was, bleeding profusely, was, like, irritating Mike and Jay. They wanted me to get out of the room because I was making them uncomfortable.
That sounds about right.
I had like a bleeding that wouldn't stop.
Right. That sounds exactly
because
right.
They cut me by throwing a brick at me while I was holding a ceramic platter.
That sounds exactly right. I think I have also cut myself here at the studio. Well, something that you guys probably know, like, is probably pretty obvious, is there's glass everywhere. In the studio. Everywhere. And you know what? You guys do a really good job of, like, sweeping and cleaning up, but there's glass everywhere because of someone who drinks too much beer and throws around beer bottles. I won't say who. That would be inappropriate of me to say who drinks too much beers and throws around beer bottles. But I think I stepped on a big piece of glass, went right through my shoe, cut me pretty bad. Yeah. Oh, thanks. My Pop Liplo does look pretty cool. Great.
Raptor says, "Hey, political commentators.
Hi, that's us. We're the best political commentators ever.
Strongly recommend you check out the TV show The Expanse. It's a very cool new hard sci-fi drama. Also, please name your most inept Pokemon after me, Raptor."
Okay, well, we'll see about that. The Expanse is a great show. I really enjoy it. It's a little cheesy, but really good hard science. Speaking of hard science,
yeah,
I finally got to watch more Westworld.
Yeah.
You know you would love Westworld.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Tell me when the first season's done and I will watch it. I binge watched it.
Yeah, oh no, and you absolutely should binge watch it. I'm 5 episodes in now, and the detail into the sci-fi of that world is amazing. They're getting into some weird, like, how they make the artificial intelligence brain work, and it's so fucking good. Westworld is so fucking great. And I know there's not many episodes out right now. I think there's only 7 or 8, and I'm 5 in, and it's just so great. I'm enjoying it more and more. There's so many storylines happening at once. There's weird, trippy shit, like timey shit. It's great.
And the chat's bringing up Ash versus Evil Dead. I'm waiting to binge it.
Yeah. It roots around in your mind fuck. Yes, it really does. All right, here we go.
Ooh, Beastmaster80 in the chat is saying, watch up to episode 7 before recommending it.
Episode 5 and I recommend it. Fuck you. How about that? I get water gun right off the bat?
Yay!
So normally in the Pokemon's games, right? Your starter Pokemon starts off with like maybe 1 attack move, and it's like the most generic, like pound or scratch, something like that. You know, so you can like work up to the good moves. But I start with fucking water gun against a fire type. This is baby's first Pokemon game right here. Water gun hype. No, because I'm like I'm going up against a fire type rival, and water is strong against fire. In the old Pokemon games, your rival would choose the Pokemon that you're weak against. Mm-hmm. You know, to push you around a little bit. You gotta earn your battles, motherfucker. Well, that was great.
If I didn't finish it, would I recommend Mass Effect 3? Actually,
if you didn't finish it,
I would be like upset that they like took away my story from me, and it was like didn't feel like my character anymore.
Oh, yeah?
It's BioWare's Shepard. He'll do what we want him to do. There's a lot of cancer in Mass Effect 3 that's not related to the ending.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Seven of Borgnine says, gentlemen,
With
all the contentious debate and divisive rhetoric the past couple of weeks, I feel the need to finally make my voice heard on a very popular topic.
Okay, great.
Pineapple is a great pizza topping. Well, you're wrong.
You're wrong?
And that's why we stopped talking about it, because you're wrong. There's no need to debate you. Pineapple is terrible on pizza.
It's the worst on pizza. Oh, I see there. Rotoscopic is asking if we... I have not played the beginner's guide from the guy who played Stanley Parable, but I did put it on my list. The beginner's guide, Rich.
Mm-hmm. To which?
The people who made Stanley Parable have made a new game.
Oh, called The Beginner's Guide.
Called The Beginner's Guide.
Okay.
And I put it on our list of things to play.
Okay.
So.
I'm unsure the Stanley Parable is even a game, but it's interesting. It holds your attention.
I think it's a game. There's interaction. It's a game that we can never, ever stream because it would ruin it.
If you want to consider it a walking simulator, it's actually one I like.
I guess you could.
It's debatable. It's not exactly linear.
It's a game. It's the game in the game is about ignoring the game. That's what.
But the trick is you can't.
Right.
You can never escape the game.
Exactly.
It asks you to try, and you can never do it.
It never asks you to try to ignore the game.
It tempts you to.
It tempts you to ignore the game, which is what makes it a brilliant game about ignoring a game. But you can never beat the game, which again makes it brilliant. You're rescued. Yeah, it rescued me. No, pineapple is this is too sweet.
Anonymous says
too sweet. Pizza's a savory dish.
I know. Why the fuck would you want sweetness on your pizza? You're fucking weird.
Like, we get enough sweetness from the tomato sauce.
I'm different because I like this looking sweet on a pizza. That's different. Oh, look at me.
You might as well dip your cookies in ketchup. you dickheads. Oh.
I'm going to open up a Californian pizzeria. And I'm going to have cookies and ketchup.
It's going to be called Cookies and Ketchup, and that's going to be your signature dessert?
That's going to be, It comes with the pizza. Actually, it comes on the pizza. Pizza with pineapple, Canadian bacon, and cookies with ketchup.
We got rid of a traditional marinara sauce, and we use ketchup. Cookies. Ugh. Sweet and savory can be a good combination. I don't think it works on pizza. Because once you add in the sweetness of the tomato sauce, then you get too sweet. What game is where you talking? We were talking about the Stanley Parable. The Stanley Parable, which is a game about ignoring the game.
About trying to break the game.
Yes. The game, the unofficial game of Stanley Parable is about trying to break the Stanley Parable, even though they expect you to try to break it and you never can. And it's one of the greatest games ever, and we can never stream it because that would ruin everything for you.
It has a free demo that is entirely different from the main game.
And yes, play it. The Stanley Parable, play it. The beginner's guide is who knows? It can't be, everyone's going to compare it to the Stanley Parable.
Anonymous says.
Hold on. Tiberiac is saying a tacitly incorrect thing, which is the worst thing I ate in the U.S. was chicken with waffles. Then you ate the wrong fucking thing. Because
I can't comment. I've never had chicken with waffles.
Here's a situation where sweet and savory can meld perfectly. So one of my favorite places to eat when I'm in Los Angeles is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Okay.
And you get, a deep fried chicken breast or whatever on top of a big old waffle. And you get like this crunchy, savory chicken breast and the super sweet waffle. And, you start normally. You start like waffle and syrup, and your chicken breast comes with some hot sauce, chicken and hot sauce. Then maybe you dip the chicken in the syrup. Oh, crazy. Then you dip the waffle in the hot sauce, and it's the greatest thing fucking ever. Chicken and waffles is great. And that is an instance in which sweet and savory can meld together.
Okay.
Probably because the sweetness of syrup is like a deep sweetness, and so it melds with the savory. Whereas like a pineapple sweet is really tart sweet. So anyway, sorry. Anonymous.
No, that's fine.
Anonymous.
Anonymous says, someone recently reminded me
Yeah.
how special the Mortal Kombat theme song to the movie is.
Mortal Kombat!
What are your thoughts of the film? Why do you like it? And who is your favorite character from the game?
Your might.
Honestly, I've-
Test your might.
I've forgotten almost everything about the film. Jack?
The Mortal Kombat film?
Yeah, except the song. The song is the only memorable thing about that
I just
movie.
like don't they halfway through the song just like name characters?
I think so.
Kano,
I think so.
Luke Cage, Raiden. Here's what I remember about the Mortal Kombat movie. I was really excited about it, obviously because like I played the game, but not only that, because the girl who was the main girl in Billy Madison was Sonya. The actress who played the girl in Billy Madison was Sonya. And, I was pretty young at the time, so I was like, ooh, this attractive lady is going to be Sonya. That's so hot. But Luke Cage. Oh, not Luke Cage. Sorry. Johnny Cage. Wait. Why did you choose this, sweetheart? Because it's cool. Yeah. Who's that actress's name? Bridget Wilson? Is that it? Yeah, it was basically boobs. That's why I was excited. Just boobs. Can I go fucking fight other Pokemon now?
No.
I'm gonna have a difficult time, Tiberiac, with Cars 3 because there is already a movie called Cars 3. If anyone remembers
That sounds vaguely familiar.
If anyone remembers the famous internet video "Get Out Your Fucking Checkbook" by Bobby Hacker, you remember that one?
No.
It's just it's like a used car salesman, and he just repeats "Get out your fucking checkbook," and it gets all weird and shit.
Okay.
This guy, Bobby Hacker, made a series of these videos culminating in a movie, Cars 3, that was actually put out and distributed by Troma. And there's this whole story behind the movie, and I would love for them to actually make some sort of documentary about it. Patton Oswalt had something to do with the movie. In any case, so there's already a movie called Cars 3 that I own. That is, in my movie collection right now. So when the other Cars 3 comes out, it's going to be weird. But
I miss Pixar.
good Pixar?
Not non-sequel Pixar.
Yeah.
Saw Finding Dory the other day. Karen really wanted to watch it again.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that the worst?
It's not the worst, but
It's the worst.
there's nothing special about it.
Can I?
There's not a single thing about Finding Dory that's special and amazing.
No, it's a movie entirely dependent on your love for the first movie.
Yeah.
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 I think it's awful. I really think Finding Dory is awful. Everything that made Dory's character fun and weird and funny in the first movie, they explain in the second movie, and it makes it incredibly less fun and weird and funny. Like her talking to whales is a really good joke in Finding Nemo. Like, she can talk to whales, but she just kind of like says English, but in whale talk.
Yeah.
That's a funny joke. That's a plot point in Finding Dory.
Yeah.
That's dumb. That's dumb.
Inside Out is great. I think great stretching it. Inside Out was fine.
Inside Out is fine. I like Inside Out more than Finding Dory, as I think Finding Dory is bad. Fuck. Let me go fight fucking Pokemon.
And I know very little about the Cars 3 trailer. People in the chat are saying it's dark?
Could be. Who cares?
Okay.
I mean, Wall-E's. I mean, Incredibles, yes. The best. Wall-E is beautiful.
As much as I love
so
the Incredibles,
yeah,
I don't know. Wall-E
Wall-E's
and
beautiful.
even Up are fucking great.
I'd put Wall-E above Up. Purely like
Up tears me up, and I'm not even just talking about the opening.
oh
like,
no,
the payoff near the end.
yes, I know exactly
when
what
he
you're talking
sees
about.
the thing.
Yep.
That tears me up.
Yes, that gets me every fucking time.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. No, Up is great. I think Up is a really underrated Pixar.
Is Up underrated?
Huh?
Wait, is Up underrated?
In the Pixar universe?
Yeah.
I think it's people consider that to be mid-tier Pixar when it should be top-tier Pixar. You know what I'm saying?
And I love The Incredibles.
The Incredibles is great.
Those three movies are all fantastic.
Incredibles, Wall-E,
Fucking
Up.
fantastic movies.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
What was the last movie that I got teary-eyed during? It was probably Up.
Eh? Up was nominated for best. Maybe I don't know. I guess I get the impression that Up is underrated. You know what? I think Ratatouille has some strong points. I don't think, like in the grand scheme of things. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, he's doing this. Fucking fuck, man. You know what's the underrated Pixar movie? Ratatouille? Yeah, I could see that. Ratatouille is not necessarily a kid's movie. You know? And it's not quite deep enough to be an adult's movie.
I just don't get the appeal of Ratatouille.
What do you mean?
Like, what's good about it?
I don't know. It's interesting. Just, someone...
Vaguely amusing? It's not up there with the best of the Pixars.
No,
Ratatouille.
no. It's
like they were trying to make another artsy Pixar film, but they were trying too hard.
Well, you know what? I think I
don't know.
It's a smaller movie. It's no pun intended because it's about a rat. But it's just a very small, simple movie, unlike their other grandiose adventure movies. Where it's just about a rat cooking. It's not an epic adventure, but no one talks about Brave, and I think it won Best Animated Oscar. Very forgettable. Brave was terrible.
Brave felt like a DreamWorks film.
Right?
It was very standard.
So standard that it gave what's my big issue with Brave is
I want you to click A while you're talking.
Oh, thank you.
Shit.
The big issue with Brave was that the main character almost had nothing to do with the plot. People told her where to go. People told her how to feel. People told her how to solve the problem. Mm-hmm. That was my biggest problem with Brave. Jesus Christ, I get potions and Pokeballs right off the bat? Well, fuck. I think it's happening, though, Rich. Okay, someone uptime. Someone uptime me. Exclamation point uptime. You gonna do it?
Yeah.
1 hour and 9 minutes before I can catch a fucking Pokemon.
To be fair, it was
Yes.
probably a lot of time where you were talking and not hitting the A button.
Probably, but an hour. And
Okay. Okay.
Approximately an hour before I can just walk around and catch a fucking Pokemon. This is all I'm saying. Pick a peek. I was clicking A while we were talking about Trump and shit. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
All right. Gobbledygook says, I like my PS Vita. Jack,
Yeah.
do you ever use the PS4 Remote Play? You can play your PS4 games anywhere on the go, including DC Universe Online, and it's free, you fucks!
I tried it a couple times, and there was just too much lag with the stuff I was playing. So I haven't done it often.
I have neither a Vita nor, honestly, that many PS4 games that I play. Really, just Bloodborne.
Yeah, and Bloodborne would be a terrible one to do that with. Actually, I think I tried it with Bloodborne just to like test it out, and the lag was too much for me.
Oh, my freaking PlayStation 3 died the other day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because Karen was playing Planet Coaster. And I couldn't use my computer.
Yeah.
So I went to play some Vanquish. And it kept randomly crashing on me.
Oh.
So I actually spent like $150 to get a PS3.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a lot of PlayStation 3 games. I don't know how many of them I'm going to play with any regularity that aren't Vanquish.
Yeah.
So I feel really stupid when it comes to Steam.
Sure.
But I went to the GameStop.
Oh, and they had some.
And he tried to tell me you couldn't switch out the hard drive. Just like, yeah, this one's got the bigger hard drive. I'm like, you know what? I got a hard drive at home. I just been like, you can't move it over. I'm like, no, I know you can, because that's what I did with my old one. It used to have a much smaller drive, and yeah, but they reformatted it. I can back up the data. Look, the upsell for the 500 gig you're trying to sell me, it's only $20. You're only going to get yourself an extra $20 by lying to me about switching out a PlayStation 3 hard drive.
That's his job, man. Great. Woody. This is my new Pokemon's Woody. More grass. Ooh, a Pokeball. Oh, Dolan would have been a nice name too. Who do we get? Oh, look at this fucker. Go, Eloise Cole. Look at this guy. He's mean looking. Happy Thanksgiving, Taco Salad Tuesday. Happy Thanksgiving to everyone. You know, I'm doing something different for Thanksgiving this year. I don't know if I've talked about this.
No, you haven't.
Usually, I like to deep fry my turkey because that's the best way to have turkey is, you know, just deep fry it. But deep frying is really tough. Like, it takes a lot, especially in the cleanup. You got to deal with a lot of oil, a lot of used oil that you can't do much with. And so we are, instead of turkeys this year, I'm making steaks.
Really?
I'm just making steaks on the grill.
So just fuck it, you're doing steaks.
Fuck it. Why do we got to do turkey? That's my question. Why turkey? Think about that.
I went to Karen's mother's recently, and we celebrated Thanksgiving early.
Okay.
And we just had pizza. We got her mother really likes the pizza they sell at this local place. We just got that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Thanksgiving, man. Things be a-changing.
You know, I don't think turkey's... You know what we did growing up for Thanksgiving? My mother hates Thanksgiving. She hates it. She's never come over for Thanksgiving because Thanksgiving is her day just to do whatever. So here's what we did growing up for Thanksgiving. We got McDonald's and watched movies all day. That was it.
Yeah.
That was all of our Thanksgiving. And it was pretty nice, you
That
know?
sounds nice.
Just
That
watch
so nice.
Spend all day watching movies, eating McDonald's. I like to cook. Oh, Eloise Cole grew to 7. Great. You guys have an obsession with deep frying over there? Well, yes. Oh, look at this.
Deep fried food is good.
Deep fried food is good, motherfucker. Look at this thing. What are we going to name this one, Rich?
But
Great.
Turtle the Wise says, is it now canon that Mr. Plinkett fucks his own adult diapers once full? Yeah, sure, why not? Because canon's so important on Half in the Bag. You know? Oh, can't disregard that canon willy-nilly.
I have, over the years, I have logged several continuity complaints with Jay and Mike, and they haven't, they don't seem to care about any of them.
When I die on that show, that's it. I'm gone for good. Tits84 says... That's Titus. But I wanted to say Tits84. But it's Titus84. Jack!
I'm Jack.
In your younger years,
Yes.
were you ever stoned and in your clown getup at the same time? This is a fine question. I approve.
That's a fine question. I would love to, on the spot, make up a story and lie to you and say yes, but the real answer is no. No.
Okay.
I would love to have a story about me high in my clown getup, but unfortunately, no. That's a yes.
Evil Lord David says, hey Jack, David here.
Hi, Dave.
Don't let the slow, easy start fool you. This game is a lot like a marriage. It feels easy at first, but as soon as you get comfortable, it becomes much more difficult.
Oh, well, good. I'm having a real issue with Pokemon Y. Is my big thing. Pokemon Y has been far too easy. I'm on like the 5th gym leader, and I'm steamrolling everyone I come across, and team composition doesn't really seem to matter. And there's a lot of old Pokemon, so like even catching new Pokemon doesn't seem to matter. So it's just one of the... word to your mother. I used to be a clown. For a few summers, I was a professional clown. I clowned at children's birthday parties and events and such. I was even in a couple... I was even in a couple parades as a clown. I was a professional clown, which is why they're asking if I've ever... And I used to get high separately from being a clown. So that's why they're asking if I ever got high as a clown. What do I name the Caterpie? What do I name the... chat, what do I name the Caterpie? First good name I see. Name it Clowned? Sure.
How about this? Little clown face.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. That's the little ball on top of the pointy hat. It's sideways.
Oh, you know what? That's better. Okay, let's see. Can we do that?
Try it. See if it works on the DS.
That's what I'm seeing.
It might not look right here.
There's no asterisk.
There's no asterisks?
Oh, there it is. So asterisk. Oh, here we go. Here's a bunch of symbols.
You need the less than, the pointy less than.
I'm looking.
I don't know if you got that. That's vital, because you need the pointy hat.
I'm looking.
While you're doing that, Gobbledygook says,
Gobbledygooks.
please stop miscategorizing Cali pizza. It's defined as a personal pizza with, that's covered up by the thing here. It's defined as a personal pizza with local fresh ingredients like fresh tomatoes, onions, artichokes, olives, and onions, popularized by California Pizza Kitchen. Okay. It just seems like pineapple and Canadian bacon is something they would eat in California. It just seems that way.
I liked the little clown symbol, but they didn't have it, so I just went back to clowned.
Okay.
That does seem like a California thing. Pineapple.
And I know that type of pizza is called a Hawaiian pizza.
Right.
But it just sounds like something they would eat in California.
Yeah, that's true. California pizza would have some sort of avocado on it. They love avocados.
Umberto Cabbage Patch says,
Hamburger cabbage patch.
the 20th anniversary of Space Jam was a few days ago. When can we expect a review? No idea. I don't believe it's in the works.
Space Jam, the most important movie ever made. Take that, you piece of shit worm.
The movie where you learned, well, maybe Michael Jordan can do something wrong.
I think it was a popular movie. Wasn't it? I don't know.
I don't know. Probably. I don't remember.
Oh, Michael Jordan.
I remember liking the McDonald's commercials they were based off of more. The movie was based off a series of commercials where Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and I believe Larry Bird, would play basketball with like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck and some Looney Tunes characters.
Okay, sure.
There was some commercials
Nice.
on the television.
Nice.
God Emperor Nerd says,
Yeah.
I used to manage a pizza place. We would make all sorts of bizarre creations for ourselves. You think pineapple is weird? I made a pad thai pizza that was awesome. Cilantro, shrimp, tofu, etc.
Listen, I've had some weird ass pizza, and it can work. My issue with the pineapple pizza is that it is a tart sweetness that I don't think meshes well, even with the tomato sauce. That's the real problem. It's just the tart sweetness with the tomatoes in general. Put anything else on it you want. It's too sweet. Too sweet.
Mike used to work at a pizza place.
Yeah?
All I remember are stories about a meatball that had fallen like on the floor behind a counter and it started to turn green, and there was constant joking threats to put it on a pizza.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I stopped eating there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to do that.
It's a famous story about a coworker that had locked himself in the restroom and was threatening to slash his wrist with his car keys.
For any particular reason?
Drama queen, I knew him.
Oh.
He was a fucking drama queen.
Gotcha.
Gobbledygook says, again, we do not grow pineapples here in California. It is not our pizza. That is Hawaiian-style pizza like Spam and Poi. Please view this.
Hey, Kiwi is better than me. Is trying to make a snide comment.
I don't see it.
It already scrolled up.
Okay.
Said, hey, Jack complained about the game taking so long to start, and now he's hanging out in the same patch of grass for a half an hour. That's the fucking game, man. You go through the grass and you see what Pokemon are in there. Once I reached a point of catching all the Pokemon, now I'm moving on. How about you settle the fuck down? Because now I'm playing the game. I'm catching all the Pokemons.
Yeah, it seems very exciting.
Now it's getting exciting. Look, I'm in a battle now. Use my water gun. Jaboomy. Look, what's that? A Rattata? Oh, that's they really copped out in this game with the new Pokemon. It's just the old Pokemon, but like this is a Rattata which already exists in the Pokemon universe, but it's got a little mustache because it's an Aloha Rattata. It's a Hawaiian Rattata, so it's a Magnum PI Rattata. Little Tom Selleck motherfucker over there.
Blue Blaze says, what are your top 5 Pixar films of all time? And while we're on an animation topic, what are your favorite Studio Ghibli, Miyazaki movies? Do you have a top 5, or have you only seen a few?
How do you know if you caught every Pokemon in there? You don't really. But I was running across the same 3, and usually there aren't any like secret Pokemon in the first grass patch. So that's probably the first 3. Sometimes in areas they have like rarer Pokemons that will only show up like 1 in 20 or something like that. And so you just keep on going in the same area over and over, like go in circles. You walk in circles until you get the right Pokemon. But
I know 3D's fancy and all. But
yeah.
This looks so much less efficient and useful than the 2D top-down.
The 2D top-down's way better. You get to see more of the area. You get a better sense of where you are. This is limiting.
This looks like a bad idea.
I think it is. I do think it is. Nintendo does not. Oh wait, I don't want to fight you yet.
Top 5 Pixar films. Do you have, well, Studio Ghibli, Miyazaki, you have
That's just a me.
that's just a you.
Totoro, my neighbor Totoro is up there. Ponyo, I love. Kiki's Delivery Service. Howl's Moving Castle. And Spirited Away. I'm probably forgetting some. That's 5. You can't find a bad one. There's no bad ones. Studio Ghibli films.
Okay.
Is the moral of the story.
And Pixar, you've got the top 3. I don't know how to rank them. It breaks my heart when I even think about it.
Right.
Wall-E, Up, and The Incredibles are all fucking fantastic. I'm kind of fond of Monsters Incorporated.
Yeah,
So that might make my 4th slot. I don't know, what is the 5th? What is the 5th Pixar film? Can we agree on the top 3, if not their order?
What do you got?
Wall-E, Up, and The Incredibles.
Absolutely.
And then for me, Monsters, Inc. Then, I don't know, Finding Nemo, I guess, 5th?
Can we clump all the Toy Stories together?
No,
or like
you cannot. Toy Story's fine.
I mean,
It doesn't touch Up, Wall-E, or The Incredibles.
oh no, I'm thinking I might like Toy Story better than Monsters.
I'm fond of Monsters. I'm really fond of Monsters, Inc.
Monsters pretty good. Monsters is pretty good. Monsters pretty good. I don't know if it's better. I want to move my Pokemon. Oh, that's why.
Toy Story is better than Incredibles and Monsters, says Luke72W. You are allowed to feel that way. My opinion is different. Toy Story 2 is flawless. I had to rewatch Toy Story 2 because it did not stick with me.
Toy Stories 2, I don't know if people know this. Toy Story 2 actually started its life as a direct-to-video sequel.
Yeah.
And throughout production, they realized, like, this is kind of all right. We could probably make money off of a real feature. And they had to rewrite large sections of it to make it a real feature. Toy Story is pretty good.
Now they're going to say I hate Toy Story,
Why do you hate Toy Story, Rich?
even though I don't hate Toy Story. I like Toy Story. I just don't put it up there with the top 5 Pixar films. So I'm a monster.
I might put Toy Story in the top 5. I agree with you. I agree with you with the top 3.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Those are the top 3. Monsters is pretty good. Might be Monsters and Toy Story then for me, for my other 2.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of other ones.
Bug's Life.
Oh,
The Cars movies.
I think Cars gets a lot of flack, and I don't think it's deserved. The first Cars movie. Cars 2 is junk garbage.
Monster University
I didn't see that one.
is garbage. What are some of the other sequels they made? Ratatouille. Not that was a sequel, but Ratatouille.
Ratatouille's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
That goes below the Toy Story films.
I think Ratatouille goes below the
As
Toy
does
Story,
A Bug's
yeah.
Life. It goes below the Toy Story films.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the dinosaur one.
Oh, A Good Dinosaur? It's meh.
I haven't seen any of the Cars films.
Cars 1 gets a bad rap.
Yep.
And I think it's all right.
I think Brave, out of the ones I've seen, Brave is on the bottom. Brave is like worthless.
Out of the ones I've personally seen, Cars 2 goes right there.
Yeah,
goes right the fuck to the bottom. Cars 2 is pandering nonsense. But and then Brave is right above it.
Ratatouille has a fantastic message at the end. We shouldn't prejudge a rat who knows how to cook?
It's
What?
well,
What's the fucking message there?
the main message at the end is letting go of preconceived notions, not judging a book by its cover. It's Ratatouille is a good movie. It's I don't think it's better than Toy Story. I don't think it's better than Monsters, Inc. You know what? Ratatouille might be like 6 for me. Maybe 6.
I'm not sure where I put. I can't even remember the damn name. Inside Out.
Oh,
somewhere middle.
You know what? And now there's just too many of them to even remember to rank. Yeah, Inside Out is. It's just fine. Like, I feel like they handled the message of Inside Out a little sloppily, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I love the message of Inside Out, which is basically you have to be okay with sadness sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that's such an important message, and it's really good. But I feel like, I don't know.
Doesn't mean much to me. I made peace with sadness a long, long time ago, Jack.
It's important for the kids. The kids need to know that it's okay to be sad.
Paperman is the best Pixar short that Pixar never made.
About making the paper airplanes?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I fucking love Paperman.
That's a good one.
I'm waiting for a feature with that animation style. God damn it.
Oh, yeah. Jack, when your kids are teenagers, you're not going to give two shits about new animated movies? That's very possible, Gobbledygooks. Very, very possible. What? Couldn't get away? Well, then fuck you, Caterpie. I watch a lot of animated movies because I got kids, you know. That's what they watch. They love them. They fucking love animated movies. We've been opening up their horizons and letting them watch some like PG-13 movies now, and they still would rather watch animated movies. You know, like, hey man, you want to watch fucking Captain America? What about Trolls? Fuck you, kids.
All right, where are we at?
Oh.
Ethan Mage says, hi, a few questions and advice.
Ooh.
Update on pass-through copy? Question mark? Copy?
Copy?
Like, do we have one?
Oh, I don't know. Do we have a copy of Pass-Through?
I'm assuming we do. Or know where to get one.
I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about it. Update on Project Hornet? I don't believe there are any updates.
The only update I have is Mario sent me a message yesterday saying that he's working on it. So the update is still happening.
Yeah. Thursday stream? Question mark? If I do, it's certainly not going to be all day. I mean, I'm going to do things with Karen.
Right.
I'm probably going to get dinner somewhere.
Yeah.
And sit down, watch some movies, some stuff she wants to watch.
Absolutely. Take the day.
I presume at some point, this is all presumption on my point.
Okay.
At some point, she's going to start playing Planet Coaster. And the rest of the world will no longer exist for Karen.
Yes.
Now, if this happens at some point,
Yeah.
I might come to the studio and play some XCOM.
Okay.
Because I can't play XCOM at home when she's playing Planet Coaster in a zone on my computer.
Right.
I just got a new graphics card. You know, that somebody was nice enough in the chat to send her their old computer.
Yes, yeah, I remember that.
It still doesn't have a graphics card that's up to Planet Coaster. I just bought her one.
Oh, okay.
I gotta install that.
By the way, I was watching a little bit of that Planet Coaster. There was a lot of shit happening. Like, and everybody's a 3D character, and it's like,
yeah.
I bet that would take a lot of processing power. Absolutely.
It's kind of impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's okay if Mario's here. Listen, Mario, and Oh Bother are helping us out. And, you know, they've given us a timeline. Everything's fine. You leave Mario alone.
But Planet Coaster is fun. I never said it wasn't. I'm just saying, at the point in the day when Karen starts playing that, I might come over here and just start streaming.
Well, and what
But
literally,
that's not a guarantee.
literally,
It'll be a last
Rich,
minute decision.
what you are saying is Planet Coaster is so much fun, you won't be able to hang out with Karen anymore.
Because she will be too absorbed in the game.
Right.
Yes.
So you were saying the opposite of what they were accusing you of.
Yes.
Yes. No, Darth. The reason we are not announcing what Project Hornet is yet
Because
is
it might come to nothing.
it might come to nothing. It might be a spectacular failure.
Probably the most likely outcome, actually. I don't know.
Or it might be a success and we don't want anyone to steal the idea. So either way.